Pittsburgh, America, America, hello. We are the 10, and this is 10 o'clock talks. I am Michael Anthony. Good evening, good evening. Blessed be our founded fathers. Hey, hello, John. I see who's on. I see who's on. I see who's on. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, man, let's do this. We are 10 o'clock talks. Hello, hello, America. The strong, the brave, and the beautiful. Never forget who you are. Never. Yes, yes. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world of entertainment right here on the 10. And support. Always remember, support somebody's dream. Small businesses are so important. They really are. And with that, hello to Big Mike's Beer Bar, Northside. Go check them out. And Big Bob's Polish Breakfast Kitchen and Barb's Country Kitchen. Go check these people out. They're really nice people. Want to say hello to Renee Jones. How are you tonight? Hope you're well. Also, I'd like to say hello to April and Michael. Hope you have a pleasant evening. Thanks for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, things changed a little bit. Sorry. Trying to figure out some stuff. I made him. Truly, I did. Anyway, no big deal. Well, yeah, support somebody's dreams. I'd appreciate if you can help anybody out. Throw a little stimulus at them or send some to Trump. Buy a gun. Hey, lots of cool ideas, right? Why not? I mean, give them a little taste of their own money. It's true. You can do that. Well, let's see where we're going to go here tonight. We got a lot of things, but I'm going to rant hard. I want to pump you up for the weekend. This is the weekend edition at the 10. Yeah, crazy stuff all over the place. Great posts. I got this thing of Pelosi. She's all drunk. It's like, wow. And, of course, this could be false content. No, it looked like a direct leak as far as I'm concerned. Somebody got her. Somebody got her good. Drunk old ass. It was funny. It really was. You couldn't even understand. She slurred so bad. Rocco. Hey, man. Always got to say hi to the Rock. Always got to say hi to the Rock. Hello, Eva. Hi, Mary Kay. I see you guys are on. Terry Anderson. What's going on? Big news with Terry down in Laredo. He had this really large rally all about the Patriots and America. They had prayer service. A lot of good people there. I can't remember the young lady's name. I apologize to everybody that visualized that. It was, he was streaming live and I caught a lot of it. Support. This guy is doing some serious footwork. I mean, he is traveling about everywhere. And it's for you. And I want to bring up something with that before we go any further. A new group. I want you to keep in mind, there'll be a post. And I think it's time we start taking America back. Yeah, we have Save America. And I'm not going to tramp on the man's toes. He's too big to do that to. But you're going to try to reach into your souls and into your minds and let you have some fun in a different kind of group category called Taking Back America. And it's coming tonight. So with that said, let's get on with this stuff here. So, Georgia, the SB 202 passed the bill to protect elections, protect against everything criminal. As far as I'm concerned, they will be able to check for valid IDs. It will be down to one day. And other states are now jumping in. And that's what we need to stand up in America. We need this. We got to push hard. Taking back our America. And get involved in this new group. Put your post up there. You'll see it. So this anti-American matter that they, let's push this HR1. No, HR1. We don't want it. Let's block HR1. Let's keep going in this direction. It's a good direction. There will be no more cherry picking. We will have protected voting. And that's what we want to have. We really do. And other states are joining in. Excuse me, I got to read and talk at the same time here. I've been told, Mike, you don't look up enough. Well, hey, you know what? If I sat here and talk about one thing with four people, maybe it'd be a little different because the ideas filter. But mine are on paper, and I have to look down. I guess you could call it my cheat sheet. I do have this here, but it blares my eye, and I had something done to it. And the lighting effects bother me right now still. So I'm trying to get over that, and then I won't really need it as much. I'll be able to kind of like gaze over as I'm kind of looking over. Anyway, enough of my health, that's not what's important here. It's what's happening good for you. And that's what we're here to make a voice for you. So Georgia, congrats, brothers, congrats. And it got a little wicked down there too. One of the Dems, she wasn't up for it, but she got herself arrested over it. And that's the way it goes. Things do happen. And they pushed hard. They got it. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because now it's proper. It's not going to be a lie. It's going to be control. It's going to be about everything that is politically correct and taking back America, the new group that's coming for you. You're going to post there. I know you are. So, with that said, we need to restore the democracy. There's not a doubt. And I want to also get into this. Isn't it weird how everybody is, and this is my conspiracy side, and I'm big into it. I'm sorry. I followed it since it started. That's all I can say about in my lifetime of things. Isn't it weird how everybody who has a problem with this administration has some kind of ill effect of weather? Think about this. Track it. What happened in Texas? What was going on in Texas? What didn't they like about Texas? And then all of a sudden the power grid and the storm. And hey, I've said this before, ski resorts make snow. All I'm saying is, and I don't know that I'm right, it's a theory, but now you have other states that are pushing forth and whatnot and going in the same direction with the legalizing control in their own states where no one else can come in and say, hey, you're going to do it this way just because Big Joe thinks so. No, Big Joe, you can't have it your way all the time. People have the right to pass laws like this. And the funny part about it, 2 weeks in a row since all this came up, tornadoes wiping out homes. Is it weird? Is it just coincidental? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. Climate control, and guess who's going to stand to make a ton of money on this $3 trillion stimulus package, mostly, which is really odd, going to climate control and green. Okay, I did post some stuff about green and the prints over there and all this stuff and whatnot. I hope you got that. I don't like to keep stuff up long. When they start smacking down on people around me, I slip the post back on. I apologize to you for that, but I'm trying to protect my seat here with you. That's important to me. So I'm just saying, again, isn't it weird how things of weather, out of control weather in ways, occur? Just look at it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You choose to believe what you want. Anyway, I'm going to go a little further here. Weirdness is starting to come out now. I don't know if I heard this wrong, but I don't think I did. I was talking to a friend and whatnot and going over some things. And we're seeing a lot of utility things starting to creep and some messages going out from them. So Disney, an affiliate of the government, who the government funded movies and programs for, of what I call slow disclosure of things. And there's a lot of disclosure of a lot of things that go on. But all of a sudden, they want to do a rate increase from $10 to $80. Now, I could have heard the figure wrong. I caught it, and I'm like, whoa, that got my attention. It didn't come back on. Look into that. Because, I mean, is this how everything's going to start to work? As soon as you get your stimulus, we're going to start getting popped and with all these other things. We're already seeing fuels and propane and gas heating oils and stuff, and diesel fuels starting to go up. Not skyrocketing yet, but they're going up. Are we going to come into a world where it doesn't matter because the prices are going to just be so absorbent? Like I said last night, are you going to live paycheck to paycheck with zero in your pocket? Is that what's going to happen under this administration? It should not happen like that. But they have other interests. Stimulus for the immigrants, hotel rooms, 87 million. That's not even where it's at. We already know, and I was correct, politically correct even. Let me be clear, perfectly clear. There was 15,000 children in account for, and that I definitely know. But last week there was over 100,000 already in here, and they're talking about astronomical numbers. And what Joe said, hey, you can't let a kid on the other side of the fence starve. Let me tell you something, Joe, and I said this yesterday, I do believe Trump was a way better man than you ever will be, and nor would the First Lady. Mind you, the First Lady, because she'd have got awfully mad at Mr. Donald, if you know what I mean, if he was to leave one child behind somehow. They would have never done that. But, he had to get it out. He had to say it. And I still say this is always set up to take jobs, so people get off your butts. I understand it's kind of a gravy train out there right now, and there's more money feasible in another way. But if you don't go after your jobs, they will. You keep that in mind. It will happen. It will happen. Yeah. So, and again, with that said, getting through that part, keep the weather thing in mind. Just look at it. Just look at it. You tell me. You tell me. All right, let me do a little review here. See what we got going on. I do want you to push your state on the voting thing. Call your legislators and everybody. Call all the heads. And I want to say this also. We're getting ready now with preliminary voting and stuff, and everybody in the small jurisdictional things. And if you did see what I put up by Miss Sydney, and I don't want to use the full name because I don't know how they get their information, but technology is so good, they could slip me right off. But she's working really, really hard. She is working really, really hard. And she even says herself that we need to take out the small. Something I've talked about for the past 6 to 8 weeks. Hello, everyone. Really, I have done this. And we can't support Democratic Party at all. That's just a big no. But we got to get rid of the mayors, the council. We got to get rid of the county people. We have to get rid of all of this because they are programmed in these blue states especially. They are programmed to be against us. They really are. And you really think about this. And it doesn't matter if, let's just get anybody in there. We'll work it out later. Let's get anybody in there. Let's get control. Let's take America back. And that's the new group. It's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, we're going to take it back. We're going to start this hard. We're going to go hot. Hot is where we need to be. Enough of this. Let's get serious here. Let's do the grassroots, the footwork. It is so important. It really is. All right. Let me get back to my challenges here. So I want to talk to you about something else real quick because it irritates the hell out of me. I've told you and I posted. I'm being suppressed. I know that, and I can deal with it. I've seen how things and activities are. And I guess they follow you a little bit. Or maybe a few people are getting a little, I don't like that guy. That's cool. I get it. I'm not for everybody. I'm never going to be everybody's ticket, That's why when you go to a horse race, you can bet on 9 horses. You think the prettiest one is going to win, and or whatever. So Facebook. I mean, I get more friend requests for sex solicitation women than anyone else. Now, I mean, I'm not saying I don't get friend requests. I do, slowly. My name's building a little bit. But hundreds. And that's okay. They don't look. I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Is that their narrative to all this stupidity? The Paris clothes and walkway she-men stuff. And anyway, I had to throw that out there because, I mean, it's come in the masses to me, a friend request from young women. And you can, you might get a pretty face. And there's a lot of beautiful women in the world. Go do your thing. I don't care about it. It's your choice. I won't judge you. But I'll open it up. If I don't see some Trump and some this, that, and I know come on, delete. And I will do that. And I will continue to do that. But it's just funny to me how that works. And yeah, it's more than terrible to see so many young ladies having to make a living like that as well. I guess their stimulus didn't come yet. I don't know. I'm sorry for bringing up something like that, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to share that. They're picking on me. Leave this old man alone. Anyway, if it wasn't for my Gmail account, I wouldn't know half the things that go on right now. So I want to give that out to you. You know what it is, right? 10o'clocktalks@gmail.com. Capital T in the talk, capital O in the clock, and capital T in the talks. 10 o'clock. Did I say talks at the beginning? 10 o'clock talks. Every beginning word has a capital letter in it. Okay? 10o'clocktalks@gmail. Hit me up there. And it might be important to do that at some point, so you know how to find me if I go missing, if I'm MIA. Anyway, so try to do what you can to keep my information there in front of you if you enjoy what I do. So let me get caught up here. I'm not that far off. Let me see. I wonder if they can change your settings. I'm just thinking in my head while I'm reading. Because I'm public. Unless the administrators really don't care for me or they think I'm too far out there or something. And I don't think I really am. I think I'm just being a voice. They're used to saying post or, an article. And here I come as the real thing, the real deal. Nothing special about the deal here. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, I'd like to give you all a challenge if I could. Anybody like challenges? Well, if you had a wish, it wouldn't matter what it was right now in your life. What would it be? Remark to that at the end of the segment. When you see the upload, if you have a wish, any wish at all, what would your wish be? Let me know. I'm just curious. And that'll tell me who's all listening, not just checking it off. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching. So anyway, all right. Let me get back to Joe a little bit and the lies. Joe, one of the other things I wish I would have got into a little bit more last night, pertaining to what I thought was, a reasonable coming out party for Joe to the American people. I thought they were filled with lies. I thought his narrative was what I expected it to be. There wasn't going to be anything good about Trump, just especially with the comment on the children's. And I'm sorry, that offends me there. I'm pro-children without a doubt all the way. I'm not in this with them in no way, shape, or form. Anyway, so talking about the border and the protection, there's so much bad going on. And Terry Anderson was down there. He's letting me know what was going on. He said they were just swimming across the river everywhere. Ted Cruz was there. Ted was there with 16 people, I think, of different statues of politics, or I don't know where. He was the one talking and did the post. And we just know how bad it really is, and how they're lying to us, and they're even our border patrol's being suppressed. It's terrible. Does anybody fact check Joe's comments? Because it seemed to me that he had pieces of paper in front of him with the press's pictures and the questions. So yeah, I said yesterday, even to me it was all pre-done, it was all pre-set up, and they just treated him so well. I don't think Trump ever had a day like he had. I mean, it was all about Joe. It was definitely all about Joe. But I would love if they would, fact check his comments. I really would. And maybe we can circle back to that at another date. The big circle back thing. Anyway, so the Trump administration has always done everything that they could possibly do down there. They tried to regulate things with the best interest to people, because Trump knew he wasn't just dealing with, the gangs and the drugs and the pedophilia and the trafficking. He knew there were some families trying to just make their way into a better life. He did. He always took proper actions and those manners. And we can never forget that. I like the old saying that Miss First Lady Reagan would say, "No child left behind." Well, Trump never left a child behind either. He never did. And I like to challenge all the media, though, and fact check those guys about how they suppress these officers who can now not even say a word without, they'll lose their job instantly. Anything, anyway, no freedom of speech when they walk out of work. It's like the UFO disclosure, and you believe that or not, I'm only bringing it up. Anybody who works in these areas, they have to sign documents, and that's what these guys are going to do now. They have to sign no disclosure documents on anything that occurs down there, even though we know it's so bad. And people are going in like Ted Cruz. And it's really huge. It's big. It's massive. And our America can be looked at like this. Yeah, we are a large country. We do have a lot of vast land. Could we house more people? Sure. I guess. The land amount seems like it could do it. But my thought is, why? We're in such a difficult time now, especially. But I think I learned why, and it was in one of my posts. I'll repost it tomorrow, and it'll be kind of specific. It talks about going forth in this reset and everything, and very high up people who probably forgot, they were recorded prior to all this, but they did it, and they say what they say, and it just puts us more together. In a lot of ways, it just puts it more together. It pisses me off, though, to be honest with you. And I don't want to live in the shadows of this type of world. To me, it's not America. And America seems to just be gone right now. And I know you guys feel that. But anyway, I want to say something out loud. Sydney, call me. I know you're talking to the smaller platforms. Sydney, call me. So the reason I say that is she's trying to reach out to some smaller platforms because she's being so suppressed. And what she has to say is just mind-boggling. This woman was in tears, truthfully. She wants you to know, though, from my information, that this is still alive. And I actually know the person who did the interview. Kind of talked to them once or twice before, and this showed up at my door, and I'm like, what's this? And check this out. So I did, and I made contact, and you could hear it in her voice. But this is all real. And she says, It's not over. There are things good happening, but not all good things are happening. But there is still a fight, and she wants you all to know that. And she urges everybody to share what I'm telling you right now and to become more active in America. It's a lot on her shoulders. It's hard for her and her staff to handle what is going on, and I guess the intensity of it and the litigations that are coming out against her now. And if we can get her any support, because she is out there hard. This woman is a rock star, man. We need to show her love. We really do. I urge you to view the post I'm going to put up and listen to it. Listen to it well. It is worth your time. And you can hear it in her voice. And I preach this to you. I mean, I really do. This woman is exhausted, beaten down. She doesn't sleep. She does it for you. She eats it, she breathes it, and she defends it. And, I mean, what an example of strength. My hat's off to you, Sydney. It truly, truly is. My hat's off to you. I'm going to get this out to you in a different way. That's the purpose of why I want to keep my posts separate from the PC broadcast that I do, that we stream, and Facebook posts, because I have a lot of information. It'd be safer put somewhere else, and that's how I want to do it. That way I'll have a little longevity and I'll last, and I don't have to depend upon rooms that I'm affiliated in who truly, when they get my post, they don't put it up anyway. And yeah, that's supporting America when America suppresses their own America. And I got to tell you, I'm proud of you guys, truthfully. And look, it's not about me and growth, but it is a message of strength that I put out and a voice for you, as well, you administrators. And you might take this the wrong way. Don't. Just don't do it. It's not right. That's not taking back America. That's suppressing your own people, your own friend, your own neighbor, somebody's cousin, somebody's brother, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's grandparents, who could just be me. And it's not right to do it. You share every post into your rooms, because it seems they don't want me there by my name. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't think I come off in a bad way that way. This is important that we stand together and stay strong. Go back from day one. I said nothing more, nothing less than that. Nothing more, nothing less. And I won't say, I should say the group's name, but I won't. I won't. It will be what it is, and I'll be happy with that. Anyway, okay, enough of my venting on that stuff. I also want to say that Joe's never going to admit to us what's real, what happened through this whole pandemic, what's fake about it. No, he's going to pamper everything around for his narrative, for the people's narrative that make the control all through Washington, and that have. And we know it's huge. It's huge, and it's much stronger than the people up there. And look at Nancy walking around cock drunk. Come on, really? And you're working for us? No, you're not working for us. Nah, she's not working for us at all. So anyway, with that said, Joe's never going to give us anything. You know, speaking as the President of the United States, he's going to just do what he needs to do to get by to another day. And if it's, if it's not him, it's going to be Harris. And that's how it's going to happen. But I'm going to jump off that part, because you know they're going to just sweep whatever they have under the rug. They're not going to share it with us in a good way. We're just not one of them. Nor I don't want to be one of them. Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think any of us do. No, I talk to too many. But I want to get into this a little bit more, and science and whatnot. And I want you to know how much money Al Gore stands to make again. As if he didn't make millions when he brought up the first, there's going to be no ice and 10 years left in Antarctica, and we're going to have no more shorelines across the United States. And he had the military concerned. He had everybody concerned, and they were buying properties and moving to different. They were moving because of his word. And that was a big lie, right? It never happened. It never happened. And we know, we get kind of used to the lies, right? I mean, I think we do. We don't have to like them, but we sure learn how to tolerate them. So this $3 trillion, a big majority is for the green and the climate control. And now money for Gates seeding on his 242,000 acre plot of land. So does he not ever get money from this government? Truly? New genetic seeding. They're trying to figure out growth without sunshine. And I'm telling you, if you think the last few years with the storms and these occurrences that happen, with what they've already been doing, and a lot of people deny it's not happening, it's not real. I got pictures inside the planes. I have actually visited certain things, okay? It's real. Trump was in them. It was live on TV when he toured them at the beginning of his presidency. He was in these planes. He knows what they do. I don't have any way to validate what I'm telling you with him. Maybe someday he'll talk about it in a different way because he's against it. What made him against it? Is it the materials that they're spraying? There's a lot of no goods in there. But this reflectant, they're going to block the sun. And they have already started changing somehow the genetics and trees and so forth, because we were losing a lot of trees all over the United States. And I knew a lot of people, arborists, that were doing trees, and pines and different species of trees were just dying now because the sun wouldn't let the roots dry. I mean, roots can protect themselves on all plants. But now what they want to do is modify everything that you look at on this earth. And they're going to cloak it. They're going to spray it so heavy. You're going to need masks to walk around. Because the metals in everything, there's aluminum, silver particles, and they're so small. And it's being sprayed with barium and strontium and different particulates. And actually smart technologies too, which is really weird. And as well, you think there's some strange things in the VAC. It's also in this, and then we're breathing it. And it's getting into the water, and it's getting on the grass, and then the animals lick it, and then it's getting in the water systems. It's already been done enough to where it's damaging in ways. And it started with the trees, and that's why they're trying to do all the modifications of how they can get growth without sun, basically, or partial light. But the sun's going to be in a lot of parts of the country because of the wind troughs. A lot of parts in the country are going to be a lot much worse off. The coastal areas, because of the breeze, will probably be the clearest areas. But it really depends where they put this up there from, And it's coming. It's coming. China even released the information on it. So, yeah, with that said, another shout out to Terry down there. I really appreciate that guy. I can't say enough on him. So, something that I really didn't care for today. It really irked me, this one. It's happened in Pittsburgh here. And it was a program that they said the money was funded by donations. And I guess the people didn't care how the money was warranted out to individuals, but they wanted people to benefit somehow. So it must have been an absorbent amount of money. But it only applies to people of color that work, and that's a good thing. But we have people of all color who work, but only they are entitled to the $500 every month. Now California's joined in another state. And they're claiming it's for families. So they may have a little different of a take on how they're going to utilize this money. But again, it comes up where everybody will get it with the exception of white people. And it said that $500 every month for 2 years. with the exception of white people. I mean, come on, really? Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. And this is why this new group is going to be fantastic. Because they're taking back America now. We need to wake up. We need to get into our elections. We need to cripple them at the foundations. Please listen to me. Cripple them there. Get rid of these mayors and council people. Everything in front of you now, in your blue states especially. Red states have work to do as well. They're ahead of us, though. But I'm telling you, blue states, all of the blue states, with the Dems controlling and allowing all the 2020 burn-ups and vandalisms and all the BLMs and all these different organizations and violence and ranting and raving about this and that and following the political talk and speech of the Congress people advocating all this on. Yeah, that kind of thing. We are in a hell of a situation. But I do know one thing. It doesn't matter who we put in these offices as long as we win the seats. There will always be somebody to help somebody once we get there. We can make this work. The city of Pittsburgh needs major change. And I think tonight they're having some kind of something go on. But we need to do it. We need to do it. Every blue state. It doesn't matter if you're in a country, in a rural area. It doesn't matter if you're in a borough. You have a borough, you have meetings, you have all these things that go on. You have a mayor. There's always an elected official. You need to cripple these areas. If they're not Republican, or if you think they turned on us, or you don't trust them, make these changes. The only way we will defeat this is if we cripple the foundation in the low areas. There's more damage to do here, and we're more free to do it here. We can protect our vote here more because we can all be there. We can go in to vote. We don't need a buffet or water, as Joe said we should be. Everybody should have water and kind of like give them food. Let's set up a buffet. Let's have a party. Let's pass out $100 bills for everybody, right, Joe? Let's buy their vote. No, we don't need to do that. We can bring a cooler. We can bring a chair. We can watch every damn move they make and watch a perfectly good election. We can make sure everybody announces who they vote for going through the door and take a number count. We can do something. We can start now on the ground with grassroots in all districts throughout Pennsylvania and all districts throughout the blue states. Sydney wants that done. She says it's necessary. I don't know what the big plan, the big picture is. But I guess if all else fails, this is the plan. I've always pushed this. I don't know why I picked it this way, but it just seemed logically smart for me to share this. Again, I don't want to say anything more than I need to say to you on it. You've heard me. Can you get involved? Can you get involved? When you go to vote, can you stay there and watch these places? Can we keep our eyes on everybody and let them know that's what we intend to do? And they have no choice but to accept it. We need in there. We need these seats. Pittsburgh, get rid of this guy. He belongs with Wolf. Okay? Remember, when Trump came here to visit, he wouldn't even show up to say hello to him. And I'm sorry, you're not one of us in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to stick to that. I really want you guys, and I'm going to preach this to you. I really am. I'm going to come hard. But it's such a necessary. It truly is. I hope you can help out. I really do. I hope you can help out and get involved in your community. Take these seats back. And like I said, doesn't matter who we get in there. If you got a good face, somebody that good ethics, that's American, let's just get them in. We'll work out the details later. I mean, if we yelled help to Trump and he's seen 6,000 seats changed to Republicans, there would be a filtration of help everywhere. I guarantee it. I don't know how hard it is to really run a city, but I think most of these people walk in and just sit down and start to figure out things. Most who run never did it before anyway. Everyone has to learn. There's a method. There's a method. And there will be help to that method. Please help out. Please help out. I want to let you know something about North Carolina and something that they've been going through with the illegals. Out of 1,172 cases, sexual charges concerning children have all been from illegals. And 331 of them have been charged on those counts of 1,172 as of right now. So that's just to give you a different type of heads up that's going on. And the numbers are calculated properly, not like the CDC does on deaths. These are accurate numbers, okay? And if he puts millions of people in here, I mean, God forbid, but I mean, they're talking like mega number millions. Our jobs are seriously at stake. Our America is seriously at stake because they're going to do whatever they can to control them for a vote because they know they don't have you. And they need to build the base. Joe said yesterday, oh, I got Republican people who, they'll never vote that way again. Liar. I'm sorry. All right, maybe one or two, but I bet you there's hundreds of thousands on your side. Hundreds of thousands on your side, Joe. And you know it. And you know it. Yeah, so remember, you got to destroy these places and these cities where all this bullshit's going on. It's just not for us. We don't need to live with immorals as they're putting into us and the things that we're seeing. Although it's tapering down a little bit. I guess they need to get some more cartoon artists and stuff to start floating some more narratives out there. That could be a possibility of what it is. But I have seen some things slow down. But I see other things of importance coming up. I want to see something here real quick. Just bear with me. Bear with me for a second. I don't quite remember if I can use this one to find what I want. Do you remember in 2001, anthrax was going to kill us all? In 2002, we faced the West Nile virus. Again, the narrative was suggesting a lot of harm, could kill. 2003, SARS. 2005, the bird flu. 2006, E. coli. 2008, the financial collapse. It will kill all of us. Didn't happen. 2012, the Mayan calendar predicted the world ending. 2013, North Korea. I didn't even want to bring up 9/11, but in war, okay. But just so you know, you can fit that in a narrative in there. North Korea, World War III was coming, 2013. 2014 was Ebola virus. 2015, it was ISIS. 2016, Zika virus. 2020, hello, Mr. Coronavirus. It's going to kill us all. Or is the truth of fear killing you? I had to throw that in there just to give you some history in case you forgot any of it. Because it is out there that way. I want to play something for you. Prince Charles addressed. I guess he didn't realize this was out there. But I think it's important. I hope you can hear it. Let me see where I have that at there. Okay. Let me get you ready for this, because I think it's really important for anybody that doesn't know about this. I have so much stuff. I can't wait to share it to this new group.
Golden opportunity to seize something good from this crisis. Its unprecedented shockwaves
Golden opportunity to seize.
People more receptive to big visions of change. And global crises like pandemics and climate change know no borders and highlight just how interdependent we are as one people sharing one planet. Over the past month or so, despite the ongoing crisis, I've been encouraged to see the growing calls for a green recovery.
Green.
We need only look to the United Nations Secretary General, to the IMF, the EU, the Petersburg Climate Dialogue, the Canadian government, the COP26 Universities Network, and business leaders around the world to see this. And as we move from rescue to recovery, therefore, we have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal.
Very interesting.
Each and every one of us has a vital role to play.
He's talking to the world leaders.
Everything I've tried to do and urge over the past 50 years has been done with our children and grandchildren in mind. So I can only encourage us all to think big and act now.
Well, he had a lot to say with little words. And remember, I told you, words are powerful. And that right there says a lot. And I felt America should hear that. I have other things I'd like to share with you, but now's not the time. I don't want to hold you good people up any longer. I do want to say hi to Beth. Thank you for your help, sweetheart. You're a great help. You really are. April Michael again, hello. Rocco, how you doing? Merle, Texas. Terry Anderson. You better be listening. I know he does. Yeah, so I can't say this enough. But remember the new group, okay? You're going to see it. It's coming. I promise. I mean, it is spring. Before I let you guys go on this weekend thing here, do what you can to live. Breathe freely. Clear your mind. Let Facebook fall on its face for a day if you have. At least maybe for you, some of you. I know it can't work. It won't work like that way for everybody. But, keep your health in front. Keep yourself first. Your who is important. All this will be here tomorrow. It's not going to go away. And I'm sure something new will come out anyway. So you'll have fun with that. But in the meantime, just try to, do your vitamins. D3 is so important. Your zinc is really important. A lot of blueberries, raspberries for the immune system. It is what is good for you in the meantime, because it's not like something isn't there. We know that. It just doesn't affect everybody. So it's better to be safe than sorry, especially for the ones of us who do not believe in the true narrative of it, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be smart to protect. And as well, you want to look good in them new bathing suits, right, women? Guys, hey, come on. You got to watch. We all got to watch our waist. We're men. You know how that is. So look after yourself. Take a walk. Be with your family. Enjoy yourselves together. That's what's important. That's what's missing in America right now, too. And I tell you, nobody's going to tell me when I can visit anybody. Never could, never would. So, this is the 10. We are 10 o'clock talks from Pittsburgh, America. Look for the new group. And keep in mind, I won't judge you. Please don't judge me. Friday, March 26th, I think. 21. Later.